Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and I'm doing a couple of sewing projects, so I'm going to do a couple of sewing videos. First one is, many people have asked me how I made this pin cushion for my sewing machine. It's really handy, and it's a pin cushion that can be taken off and taken around the house with you, or just left right there, secure and safe. So this is what we're going to work on first. This is one of the easiest things you're ever going to make. You want a piece of fabric long enough to wrap around your sewing machine. You're going to take a piece of sponge, about that size. You can buy sponges at the dollar store. Then you're going to take this. I'm telling you, it's insanely simple. And you're just going to roll it. You see where I'm going here? If you want, you can put a safety pin in the back to hold your fabric in place. Why bother cutting your fabric? You may want this fabric again another day. Or you might want to change it up. Now you can make this as large or small as you want to fit your sewing machine. You just wrap that around there and you pin it together at the back. Again, with a safety pin. It is that simple, folks. It is just a sponge wrapped in fabric and safety pinned around the arm of your sewing machine. And that's how you make a portable pin cushion for the arm of your sewing machine. Wrap it wherever it fits. If you want one for your wrist, let's go there too. Okay, so what we got going on here, I have a glue gun handy because this is for your wrist and you don't want the pins going through and pinning you, right? So now we're going to take the same piece of sponge that I used for the other one, because I already have one, and I'm going to cut approximately a width-wide strip that is comfortable right about there. And to the back of it, notice I'm not using my really good scissors. I'm going to glue a piece of cardboard onto the back. Our cardboard is glued to the back. I'm just going to trim this around so that no sponge is showing. Why? Because if the sponge is showing and a pin goes through but doesn't hit the cardboard, it's going to be an ouchie. We're going to take the fabric that we want. Now these make a lovely gift. They really do. Especially if you have a quilter or a seamstress or anybody who does any kind of sewing in your family. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it sponge side down to the wrong side of the fabric. Well, if you don't have a bigger piece, make one. I'm going to sew these two pieces. I thank Briar for all these strips of fabric because he wants me to make him a quilt in green, purple, and orange. And I've bought the fabric, I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. First things first, we're going to put some hot glue on the back of this piece of cardboard. Like that. And we are going to glue that down and bring this all the way over like so. And then we're going to tuck the other side in. And we're going to sew along the edge. Okay, now all I'm going to do is trim this. I'm going to put my elastic in one end And then I'm just going to fold it in like you would the end of a Christmas present. You tuck all that fabric in. Actually, it would be easier too if you put a knot in the bottom of your elastic. You could get a wider elastic if you want. You just don't want it tight, okay? And the wider it is, the stronger it seems to be. Okay, so I've tucked in the end of our fabric. I'm just going to pop my elastic in there. And I'm going to sew over it back and forth a couple of times. Just to make sure that that elastic stays in place. And voila, you have a wrist pincushion for yourself or your favorite seamstress or your favorite sewer or quilter. You have, and it's not tight, right? It's a loose weight elastic and it's not tight, but it's secure, and there's no way you're going to stab yourself with that little piece of cardboard underneath. This is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and that's how you make a portable pincushion for the arm of your sewing machine. Take care. God bless.